Howdy, Brazos Valley. This is Hayden Riley with Inhabit Real Estate Group with your April edition of the MLS Update, also known as the sequestered version, the shelter-in-place version. So if you happen to hear any doors opening, any refrigerator doors opening, kids in the background, dogs, I'm doing this from home. So there you go. Anyway, this video series, in case you've not heard it before, is where I go over the previous month's statistics to give you an idea of what is going on in Bryan-College Station real estate-wise, or at least in the Brazos Valley. The first three statistics I cover are from our 7-county area. The last statistic is just from Bryan and College Station. Either way, it's pretty general. So just to give you an overview, if you'd like to know how this might affect you, feel free to click the link in the email I sent you, or if you're watching this online, you can click on the link below to ask for an evaluation of your property to get an idea of how this affects you. So without any further ado, let's get started. First things first is the average days on the market. Average days on the market is the number of days from listing date until it's actually closed, not under contract. There's some confusion sometimes about that in the general public. As far as the number of days on the market, we're looking at the blue line. We're at 114 days. Still kind of flirting with that 120-day mark. If we were above that mark on a consistent basis, we would be in a buyer's market. But we're still staying below that and definitely in line or pretty close to where we were this time last year. Not a lot of concern at this point. So next we'll take a look at the number of units sold. This trend where we go up really fast in the springtime and have our peak months in May, June, and July is about as old as our area is. And in fact, this year we are trending even, or we're spiking even faster. We're at 309 units sold last month compared to 279 this time last year. So a 30-unit difference. And a unit, by the way, is any unit of real estate in the 7-county area. So hopefully that trend will continue. It doesn't seem that COVID-19 affected our statistics for March much, but we'll see what happens for April. Next, we'll take a look at the number of new listings taken. We dipped a little bit this last month from 547 to 517, but we're still in that range. We usually have a high number of new listings taken at the very beginning of the year, because people want to take advantage of those peak months in May, June, and July. They want to list before those months so that they can take advantage of the number of buyers that are out there. So maybe a little bit of a blip on the screen. Hate to make predictions, but we might see that go up a little bit for April. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. Last, we'll take a look at the Bryan-College Station housing report. Our median price is exactly where it was this time last year. Our price distribution, which is of the houses that did sell, is exactly where it usually is. The lion's share of sales is between 300,000 and 100,000, which is, people can afford those houses. A lot more people can afford those houses, so that's just by volume. The number of active listings is up 6%, which is usual for this time of year. The number of closed sales is up 19.5% compared to, compared to this time last month. And also we're looking at the number of days on the market at 115, so not that different from the 7-county area, and a little over 5 months of inventory. What that means is if we repeated the number of sales for March out 5 months, that would be how many months it would take to completely deplete the number of active listings that are out there. It's a measure of whether or not we're in a buyer's market or seller's market. When you see that above 6 months, then you're more in definitely a buyer's market. So that's good news, that 5.2 months mark. So there you go. That's your general information from the Bryan-College Station area. Again, if you'd like to know how this would affect your property, feel free to click on the link in the email I sent you, or if you're watching this online, on the link below, and I'd be happy to evaluate your property for you. Otherwise, hope you guys are having a great day, and stay safe out there.